Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be crafting these necklaces together. First, we have our pearl necklace, which I'm going to be calling Voice of the Sea. And then we have this dragonfly necklace, which I'm going to call Sacred Metamorphosis. Pearl necklace is a shorter 15-inch necklace, and the dragonfly one is about 18 inches. So getting right on into my process and just creating, I wanted to show you guys like how I went through this whole process. It was very intuitive. I was just, feeling called to different pieces, and I was just putting them together, seeing what worked, seeing what didn't, creating the patterns. Okay, so first I'm starting off with the pearl necklace. I initially was going to not even include the pearl at all. I just kind of had it there as an option. I was initially going to use this yellow, orangey, purple, iridescent shell here as the middle focal point, the pendant, if you will, on this necklace. So that's really what I was initially building this around. And I even was considering like adding the pearl with it. You'll see in a second. They're very cute together. I think they go together, honestly. I might have to come back to this idea in the future. But I was just workshopping it and just testing and just taking my time. This is one of my favorite parts of this process, is just being slow with it and just grabbing different options, different choices. So here I am grabbing these brown jasper, I believe those are jasper beads. And I'm like, no, I don't think that goes. I don't think that fits. So I'm just sitting here looking around, and I grab, what did I grab next? I grabbed some fluorite here. Immediately, no. Some clear quartz, no, not feeling it. And then I grabbed the citrine, and I thought, the citrine and the yellow, I do think they'll go together. I do for sure think so. And then the tiger's eye. The reason why I'm sitting here contemplating is because I feel like I've done this before. Like citrine and tiger's eye, they go together. Mwah, give me a kiss, like beautiful. But I was trying to do something different. So I picked up some sunstone here, and I'm just looking at it. I'm literally like the thinking man, just sitting there like, would this be cute? Like, and here I ended up picking up this Amazonite. Yes, Amazonite. I gotta remember them. So I picked that one up, and I'm like, okay, I'm seeing something here. I'm seeing blue and yellows, and I think blue and yellow goes together really well. So, coffee break. So I'm just looking, I'm contemplating, and I'm thinking, okay, what would go with this? What do I have? And then I remove these shells out the way because I have beads underneath them. I probably need another organizer, but we'll get there. So I have these howlite chips, which are kind of like tannish, but they're still white howlite. And you can also see a little bit further in the middle of this box, I have some like white matte howlite, and that is the same stone. They just look a little different. And I'm immediately like, this would be so cute with this blue stone. I grabbed some of those. I don't even know what that is off the top of my head. I don't know. So I'm like, maybe the colorfulness would be cute. And then I was like, no, let's just go with this. And I just started creating a little pattern here. And first I gathered all my materials. And then I created the pattern. I think I might have, did I grab another color, another crystal here? Let me see. She's still searching. Oh yeah, I was trying to figure out if I wanted to enunciate, okay? Add spacers. Here are some white spacers. I also considered some moonstone, decided no, and I decided to go for some like clear iridescent spacers instead of the white spacers, because I feel like it could just make it a little too white leaning sometimes when I add in the white spacers. So I decided to go with the clear and the iridescence because I love iridescence. So this here is pearl chips, and then I grabbed some pearls as well. I thought that would be a nice addition to the set. So the iridescence, like I was saying, I love iridescent stuff because it encompasses all colors, and I just feel like it relates to being open and the breath and, you know, the whole color spectrum, which is, you know, everything. So I think it's a very beautiful addition to add. And I love these silver chips, adding them in as sort of like something to put on either side of the pendant, just to give it a little bit of difference, a little bit of pop, a little pizzazz. And I also think it went with these colors here. And this is me creating the pattern of the set, period. I love that. And then I decided to add in the pearls. All right, now let me tell you about the properties of the voice of the sea. So the pearls have a divine feminine wisdom factor, and they also relate to intuition and a loving, nurturing protection. Amazonite gives courage to speak your truth with compassion and balance. And then the howlite anchors it all, and it gives you a calm presence, ensuring an inner peace as you grow and you express yourself. Okay, now here I wanted to show you guys really in depth on how I put the lobster clasp, girl, it better be a lobster clasp on. I use a crimp bead to keep it in place and to secure it. I do actually have a tool that will help this process here. You see, I'm just bending it with 2 pliers. I just can't find it, and I know how to do it without the tool as well. So if you have the tool, it's great. It does all that in one go. But if you don't, you can still do this, okay? And I use my little nippers here, and I cut off the excess. And so this is me showing you guys that I do put the beads over on top of both sides of the string to conceal the excess, and that way it's not like sticking out and poking or anything like that. It just gets covered right up with the beads, okay? Although I don't know who I made this for, I do know that whoever wears this is a nurturer dreamer type. They're seeking serenity, truth, and gentle empowerment, okay? And in my process of making this, here you can see I made it to the center of the necklace. And so I start adding in those pearl chips, as well as going ahead and putting that yellow orangey shell onto a jump ring here, you see. And I put it on, I put the pearls on, and I'm looking at it, and I realized I don't like it. It's not cute to me anymore. The cute colors I thought were gonna go together, I didn't like. So what do? I start workshopping it again. I add in some more pearls, some more spacers, get rid of the pearl chips to see if that's it. And I'm like, no, get rid of all those spacers and try just the pearls, and that's a no. Okay, I even like made the jump ring, I put a smaller jump ring on there to see if that was the issue, and I'm just looking at it, deciding, thinking, and I'm like, let's just try something else. So I grabbed this cute heart pearl here, which I think also would have worked perfectly for this set as well. But I'm looking at it and it's just not giving the vibes. And then I remembered I had this other pearl that I had sent to the side, and I grabbed her and put her on with those pearl chips, and I was like, yes, this is exactly what we needed. So if you're making a set for yourself or making a set similar to this one, just know that you can get to the middle, you can get to the end, take it off if you don't like it, start over, just do it again, because you're going to prefer having something that you actually love and enjoy wearing rather than just putting it together because you wanted to use it. You know, I will come back to those shell chips for something else, you know, so it's no big deal. So I just keep going on, making sure that it is even and all good. Taking another coffee break. And this is how she ended up coming out. Beautiful, graceful, and elegant. Here I am showing you how I finish off the other side. I use a crimp bead and a crimp bead cover here. And I just go ahead and I loop the string back through. I loop it through a few of the crystals just to keep it nice and tight, just like I did on the other side. I tuck it inside. I make it really, really small so it will fit inside the crimp bead cover, but I like to use the crimp bead to secure it and make sure that nothing pops off, nothing's going anywhere. And I do add a dab of glue to seal it all together. And there she is. Isn't she beautiful? Don't you love her? So here I am, just admiring her and sitting her down on my selenite to chill, cleanse, and be cute. Look at her. Don't you love her? Voice of the sea. Okay. I don't know why I'm singing. She got me singing, girl. Ooh, are you a singer? Is the person that wants to wear this a singer? You're gonna have to let me know in the comments if I made that for you, okay? But moving right along to the second necklace, the Dragonfly set called Sacred Metamorphosis. I already went ahead and decided on the pattern here. I really wanted to come back the next day to use that charm, the Dragonfly charm. Let me tell you about the properties, girl. So this one has Tiger's Eye, Green Aventurine, and Aquamarine. In the Tiger's Eye, the properties that are represented by this are protection, courage, and grounding. So it helps with confidence and also intuition and taking decisive action. The Green Aventurine is known as the Stone of Opportunity. It radiates luck, abundance, growth, and also emotional healing. Very heart chakra, okay? The Aquamarine is a soothing stone for clarity and flow. It calms the mind and encourages to speak your truth. Oh, poochie break. Astro's got to make his appearance, you know. What was I saying? Oh, Aquamarine. Yes, it carries like a gentle energy of release and trust. So I am doing the same thing I did last time. This is what I do. I'm testing it out to see if I even like it, see if it's cute, see if it goes, and it does. I love it. These are so cute together. Let me tell you about this person though. So this person is an adventurer transformer type, okay? They're seeking courage and expansion, right? They're bold yet intuitive, and they are more of like an earthy person because of the earth tones here. But I went ahead and I squeezed it on there, added it in because it's better for me to add it on before I finish the necklace because there's a little bit of wiggle room and space in there, and they're complete. They're both sitting, they're charging, they're vibing, they're, you know, doing their vibes. And here she is. Look at the background. I changed it up. Isn't it cute? I love the way my desk is starting to look. Decorating. So this one is super cutie. Here they are together so you can see the length differences. They low key, they don't go together, but they kind of go together. And I would like to thank you for your time watching me create these. Leave a comment if you're one of these people, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye guys. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hey, comment and subscribe. Get it, girl. Get it. Bye.